Hi guys, John here from Gaming in the Wild, and I've got something a little bit different for you today. About a year ago, I applied for a review unit of the Playdate console, and I didn't get one, and I thought that's fair enough, it's only a small channel. So imagine my surprise when I got an email saying that I had been selected to receive a unit. It's with me now, so I'm going to give you some first impressions of the console. Please forgive my scraggly nails and fingers in this video. I really wasn't expecting to be doing any hand modelling as part of my YouTube channel. But I will come back to the Playdate and I will review some games in more depth, including Mars After Midnight by Lucas Pope and other titles. If you do enjoy this video, please give it a like, you can subscribe to the channel for more, and comments really help the videos to rise up through the algorithm, so I really appreciate that too. And I'll let you know about the channel's Patreon at the end. With that said, let's get into it and talk about the Playdate. The Playdate is a little handheld console made by Panic Games, a software company and games publisher. It first came out in April 2022, it was heavily pre-ordered, 70,000 units have been sold, and it's $199 for the unit or $219 with the case, which I recommend at Playdate. And it's a fun, collectible feeling little unit it's very, very nice actually. It has a D-pad, it has A-B buttons, and a little hand crank on the right side that you can use in gameplay that nests very neatly into the body of the console. It connects to the Wi-Fi very easily, and it will deliver you 2 free games a week for the first 12 weeks in what they call Season 1. So you're getting a constant little tasting menu of different games to try. They have since the launch also introduced a games catalogue with over 150 games in it now that cost just a few dollars each, and you can also sideload it with games from itch. And some real indie luminaries have made games for the Playdate, including Bennett Foddy, Keita Takahashi of Watam and Katamari fame, and it just received a game called Mars After Midnight by Lucas Pope, the maker of Papers, Please. So it's a great little destination for very specific indie games that have been made specifically for this system. And I've been tinkering around with mine here and there. I've played the first 2 games that arrive when you first open the console. The first 2 games were Whitewater Wipeout, which is a surfing game where you surf horizontally along a wave, and you have to use the crank to make your surfer stay on the wave. If you go too high, he will be wiped out. If you go too low, he'll be wiped out. So you surf along the wave, turning the crank clockwise and counterclockwise to go up and down. You can also jump off the waves and spin the handle really fast to do spins in the air, but you have to find the right angle to get back onto the wave again or you'll wipe out again. And when you do wipe out, the game trolls you pretty hard. It tells you how terribly you did. I haven't got any particularly high scores on this one, but I thought it was very funny the way that the game chastises you for not doing so well. The other game that came in the welcome pack was Casual Birder, a very, very cute top-down adventure in the old-fashioned Zelda or Earthbound style. And in this game, you live in a small town where there is a birdwatching competition going on. There is a bad gang that is trying to take over and bullying people. And the main mechanic in this birdwatching game is taking pictures of birds. So as you walk around the world, you'll see different birds. You'll see woodpeckers, and they have sound effects. You'll see little sparrows, magpies, all kinds of birds. And you have to take pictures of them. So you can hit a button, you'll go into a camera view. You can move the camera around the screen, and then you use the hand crank to focus. So when you turn it clockwise or counterclockwise, things will become more or less clear. When you've got it in the right place, you can snap a bird and add it to your codex. It's a very cute and fun little game, very retro style. You can only move in 4 directions, unfortunately. There's no diagonal movement in the game. But it is very lovely. But it does lead into my only criticism of this little beautiful system so far, which is the screen. It has a Kindle-like screen with a sharp, inky LCD look to it. But it is very small and it doesn't have a backlight, which is a bit of a problem, because that means that you need to play in a well-lit place. And as a matter of personal preference, I keep my place quite dim actually. I have like lace covers on the windows to keep out bright sunlight, and at night I have just a couple of lamps that are very, very dim. So at night time, when I'm actually ready to sit down and concentrate on some games after the day of whatever I've been doing, I haven't really been able to play it. I guess I would need a reading light, but I would say that even if you are sitting with a bright reading light, the screen is also very reflective. So you have to hold it at a little bit of an angle to actually see it. And all of this means that I've struggled to find like a comfortable Goldilocks zone where it's comfortable for me to look at that little screen and to play. Some of the text in Casual Birder is also microscopic. I feel like I need a magnifying glass to read some of it, especially the bird descriptions. So whilst I am hugely in favour of the device, I think it is really joyful. It is like Nintendo vibes. You know how Nintendo has a certain joy to their hardware that makes it a pleasure to own. They have menu music, they have like little sound effects. They are jolly little packages, especially the handhelds. They're always lovely. Like the Game Boy Advance clamshell design is one of my favourite handhelds ever. I think the Switch experience is very, very fun. Like the store sounds are iconic. The whole thing is very happy, you know, and Playdate has that spirit in it. But I can definitely feel the eye strain when I'm trying to use it, and I've been struggling with the inconvenience of the non-backlit screen. I mean, there is a trade-off that goes into these things. It is very, very light. It is very, very small. You can get a cover for it that clasps over the screen. It's a magnetic cover that you can just snap off if you want to play it and snap on. It fits into this little tiny bag that I have that I carry around with me. It sort of goes around my neck, and it's like a little bag where I put my keys and cigarettes or whatever and, you know, bits and pieces. And it's about the size of a wallet, so it even fits in there. It's very, very convenient. Battery life lasts forever. So I get that there have been design trade-offs, but the lack of the backlit screen I think affects the utility of it quite a lot. So I think time will tell if I come to think of this thing as like a viable handheld system that I actually carry with me and play a lot in little moments of downtime, or if the fact that you need such specific circumstances to actually play it in terms of light and so forth will mean that I end up thinking of it more as a design object for game enthusiasts, if you know what I mean. So it's a lovely, cheerful little thing, and it's a real pleasure. But I think the jury is out on how much I'm going to actually use it. I have downloaded the Lucas Pope game, Mars After Midnight, and once I've dived into it a little more, I will do maybe a dedicated episode all about the Playdate and the game's catalogue. So this was just some initial impressions. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. If you would like to hear more about the Playdate, then let me know in the comments. If you have a Playdate yourself and you have any tips for usage, then let me know too. And a big thank you to Panic Games for sending me a Playdate, and thanks very much to you for watching. This is an independent channel, and if you would like to support it, you can go to patreon.com/gaminginthewild and sign up for $1 a month. You will get an invite to our patron-only Discord and some bonus content over on Patreon too. And a big thank you to the show's most recent patrons, Mike, Stu, Kira and Lisa. Thanks very much for watching, take care of yourselves and each other, and I'll see you on the next one.